Hello everybody and welcome to another hotness video. In this video we're going to be looking at the man, the legend, who puts the god in god tier. That is right. We're going to be looking at Archaon and what makes him hot. Okay, Archaon The Everchosen, the man, the legend that is literally probably one of the most powerful art models in the game right now. He is insane. He's 890 points. Now, just let that sink in. 890 points. And for that amount of points, he does some work. So, what is Archaon and what makes him so good? Well, he's just amazing at everything. He's an absolute beast. But before we even jump into his war scroll to show exactly what this thing can do, we just have to talk about that model. Like, the model is probably one of the most iconic Age of Sigmar miniatures that we have in the entire range. Like, it's one of the early sort of big crazy kits that we got in the game. I do remember when he first come out, everyone was like, holy crap. And it's like huge, really massive. Beautiful, beautiful kit. And I mean, if you're a Slaves to Darkness fan, now is a good time because, you know, we announced that the Slaves to Darkness are getting a battle tome very soon this year. So you're going to be expecting that before Christmas, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to be doing a separate video of what I think about that soon. So Archaon, what is he? So he wields the Slayer of Kings, and I probably think that his attack profile is pretty impressive, considering that he's just one model. I mean, Slayer of Kings has got 4 attacks. He's pumping out 4 attacks on 2s. He's wounding on 3s. He's rending on 2s. And he's 3 damage apiece. Not only that, but if he rolls a double 6 on any of those 4 dice when he rolls to hit, when he rolls to wound, you auto-slay the hero if you're fighting one. So you just instant kill. Now, obviously, this can't be used on some models like Nagash. I believe the Gotrek, the new Gotrek, is... I should do the biggest flop. He's definitely up there. So, you know, you've got that kind of ability just to go in and absolutely smash. But one of the coolest things about him, and this is probably what makes him pretty impressive, is the fact that he can pick one of the following keywords: Khorne, Tzeentch, Nurgle, and Slaash. This unit has that keyword in addition to Undivided, so he has both keywords. So obviously you're gonna, you know, if you're coming up against quite a solid army, and you do this in the deployment phase, so at a tournament you're going to be able to sort of swing your little buff depending on which mark you want. So if you want a little bit of extra speed, you can go Slaanesh. If you want a little bit more combat output on the charge, you can go to Khorne. If you want a little bit more defensive ability, you can go to Nurgle and be like -1 to wound, you know, so it's pretty good. He obviously, his flies, he's a decent wizard, and he has a 5-up ward save, which is pretty impressive. He has a 3-up save, which is solid. He moves 14, and he has a whopping 25 wounds. Now, he could pretty much lift the Gargant on his own without any problems. And, like, you know, he's just, like, solid. Now, he has a couple of other good things. He has, like, once per battle in your hero phase, the Eye of Shireen rule, which is kind of cool. So you roll a dice, and this roll replaces the priority roll for the next battle round. On a 1 or 3, your opponent must take the first turn on the battle round, and on a 4 to 6, you must take the first turn on the battle round. The ability cannot be used if there's an enemy Archaon on the battlefield. Right, so how does this work? Well, so basically you roll the dice. So rather than having a priority roll between who would win, who would lose, you can basically roll the dice, and you can basically see who is going to take it. So you can do this once per battle. Now, this has changed somewhat, because what it was is that you used to roll the dice and hide it, and then you used to be able to sort of pull it out and go, wahaha, you are not taking the double this turn, because you're not doing that to me because I've won this roll. So this is a little bit different now, that you roll the dice, and then on a 1 to 3, your opponent takes the next battle round. And then on a 4 to 6, you take it. Now, I don't think this will affect the double turn in regards to battle tactics, because, you know, it's like you're getting it. So it's like you're giving that opponent the turn, so you can't stop them from taking a battle tactic, which is kind of good. But either way, you can sort of, you know, if you need it, you really need it, and you really need that turn, you can really go into it, and especially if you want the double turn as well, because you got to remember that the Chaos Army is a very good smash army, and they're very good at literally just wrecking face. So sometimes taking a double turn to literally continue killing is a good idea. You know, you might really want that Varangard unit or that big block of Chaos Knights to charge in just to finish off a flank, and just clear out the center. And sometimes it might be handy. And Archaon himself is going to do some serious damage. But he is pretty much a force multiplier. Now, he also has a once per turn army in the combat phase. You can pick one of the heads. So the Phil Spewer, you can do a little bit of shooting with the Nurgle head. The Skull Gorger, you can do a little bit of healing, and the Spell Eater means you can get rid of manifestations. Now, the manifestations one is really good because obviously right now we're in a manifestation meta. There's manifestations everywhere. Everyone has a purple sun or a shackles or the little bomb. You know, like the conjuring manifestation is just morbid. Conjurings is just mental. So, you know, having the ability just to get rid of one on a 2+, it's pretty decent. So, yeah, that is Archaon. He is an absolute god amongst god tier models. He is by far probably the most powerful god level model in the game. Like he just is way better than Nagash. Illyriel absolutely smashes her. Tyrion now, he just like text Tyrion, wishful thinking, techless. He just laughs at techless, and Kragnos just doesn't have the defensive capabilities against him. So yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. He is amazing. For 890 points, he is probably the daddy of daddies. So that is Archaon. He is literally the god in god tier. A model that literally is a mortal dude who has the chaos gods kneeling at his feet. Like, that's some power. All we need is really Games Workshop to give us Sigmar, and we can actually have a proper god level fight on the tabletop, which that'll probably never happen. But he is an amazing model. Definitely cool. I will be doing a little bit more of these. Be incredibly busy at work. So, yeah, getting back into the flow of things. So the Hex Wraith video will be coming, so do not worry. And there's obviously a few more of these videos I want to do. So, yes, do not worry. And again, like normal, if you think of a unit that's hotness in AoS right now, let me know in the comments below, and we'll make a video for that. So, yeah, if you do like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, share, and all of that jazz. And, yeah, and we will see you in the next one. Goodbye now, people. Bye-bye.